Morty! Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty! Boom! Big reveal. I'm a pickle. What do you think about that? I turned myself into a pickle! I'm Pickle Rick!
So the first order of business of making a Pickle Rick is lots of reference photos to scale up to your size of Pickle Rick and to measure out the length of arms and legs. So I had another idea of making the jetpack / scuba tank thing that he wore to blast his way up to the toilet. That and his mask, and I didn't make it in this video, so if you'd like to see it, comment below. I got a 3D pen for Christmas this year and I really wanted to use it, so this is the first project I made, a little dice. And the second project is Pickle Rick, so it's not, I don't know all the techniques, but this is test 2, I guess. This is a plastic bag with a whole bunch of tape wrapped around Pickle Rick, and that's just so I don't 3D print on Pickle Rick and I can take him in and out of his suit. The appendages, like the arms, I just used my scale model that I drew, and you can see it in the background underneath that sheet. I would just draw it 2-dimensional, take it out, and then 3D, build it up and then put them together. Because I've never 3D printed with a pen before, I decided to try it on armature wire. It doesn't stick, it's not very fun to work with, it was really hard to make the legs, so I would suggest just making it all from the 3D pen. I toyed with the idea of adding real fur on the shoulder and left leg, but it would look kind of weird and that's a lot of work, so I didn't do it. I didn't get as much video as I hoped I would. I just did this very fast in a day or two because I had lots of time over the break, but hopefully in future videos I will have time lapses. That's just a lot of memory, so I'll see how it goes. The next project I do that involves detailed work like this fist, I feel like I would go after I'm done and touch it up with a soldering iron just to make it smooth. Before I drew the feet, I made sure that the whole model could stand on its wire appendages, and so when I drew the feet on, it would have a very flat bottom and it would not be easily knocked over. At this point, the left leg is looking a little weird because I was preparing it for fur, but also its right shoulder and feet are white so I can paint it later. Here's the acrylic paints I use, same acrylic paints I used for a turnip head. Don't know the brand, but you just need acrylic. Get your water ready, have your different brushes that you want ready. You definitely need a fine tipped one, and your images ready so you can color correct and stuff like that. One thing I would want to try in the future if I ever did this again, or something with fur, is use that soldering iron to make it smooth, but try to give it more of a fur feeling. And the muscles could have texture on it as well, but this is all I got for my first Pickle Rick. go. Yeah. I just took Pickle Rick out. Oh my god, it's so fragile. I really enjoyed the result of, taking Pickle Rick out. You can see on the inside what it could look like, from the show. It's really cool. It's another aspect that you may not suspect, but there it is. Now it just needs to be painted, and that's pretty much it for Pickle Rick. Because there was a bag and many layers of tape around it and they didn't really form fit to Pickle Rick, obviously the bodysuit inside's going to be a little bit bigger, so he has a little bit of room, but it's not noticeable if he's not really moving. Unfortunately, I have no footage or progress pictures of painting Pickle Rick. I'm very sorry. I just went into the work area and just did it in an afternoon. I was thinking about recording, oh yeah, I probably should be recording this, but I didn't. I'm very sorry, but here's the final product. I hope you like it. These are pictures that my dad took with his phone because I forgot to take pictures of it before I left to college. And it can glow in the dark. How about that?